Hi everyone, it's Liz, and today I'm going to be making a video on the stages of a spiritual awakening. There are 7 stages from what I know, and I'm going to make a series of videos describing each stage and giving you my own perspective on it. And just so you know, I found the stages of a spiritual awakening from Angel Star Creations on YouTube. So definitely check out her channel and give her some support, because I think she's having a bit of a hard time in life. So let's start with the first stage. The first stage is a catalyst of undoing or deconditioning. So usually what happens is there's something something major that happens in people's life, maybe a trauma, or they lost a partner or a loved one. They went through a lot of something like a catalyst can be negative or positive. And in my situation, I had left home for the first time when I was 18. And I definitely was spiritually inclined growing up, but not consciously. And so when I went to college when I was 18 in Bangalore in India, I started unlearning things that were negative programmings that I had from my childhood and teenage years. So how does this start? How did it start, right? It's basically you start being interested in topics such as healing and crystals and health and religion, philosophy, psychology, like talk about like angels and aliens and interdimensional beings. Also, I've discovered tarot through a friend, and yoga and meditation started to become a part of my life when I was 18. And then I started being more conscious of what I'm consuming. Also, like, watching the news and stuff. I don't think I ever felt like I wanted to watch the news, because it didn't feel like a positive experience to me, because it was very negative usually. So I was more conscious of like where I was shopping, what I was eating, who I was spending time with, and it was not only a difficult time for me, but also a time of like where a spark hit my life and I started to discover my own self and individuality. So that would happen with you. You'd start questioning your own connection with yourself, with other people, with your work, with your relationships, and with God or the universe. So you have to understand that a spiritual awakening, no matter what stage you're in, actually in the last 2 stages it gets more relaxed, but when you're in the earlier stages until the end of the dark night of the soul, there's a lot to decondition and a lot to learn, and failure and despair can be a part of that experience. So the way your soul is, right? Your soul is a ball of light, or like a flower, and it's orange and yellow like the sun. And what happens is when we are stuck in our illusions, in our pain, in our traumas, in our sorrows, it's a darkness is collected around our delusions, our void. It's all collected all around this ball of light. And what happens is, as you can get closer, deeper into your spiritual path, all the dark is like being removed like an onion, right? And you get to the core of the onion. You like peel every layer every time you do yoga, meditation, any spiritual tool you use that helps you to divinate and find your own connection to yourself and the universe and your purpose. So when you do yoga and meditation and things like journaling, this helps you to heal through all the things that you're struggling with. and they are not coping mechanisms. You should use these tools when you feel like you desire to use the tool, and when it feels good to you. The next thing is the undoing of the old self. So for me, when I was, from what I can remember, from when I was like 15 to 18, I lived a very unconscious life. Even though I had a very happy life, I was, I would do modeling and, go partying with my friends and being a teenager. And I don't think I was unconscious, but I didn't appreciate life as much as I do now, after all the hardships that I've been through. So the next is you open up to new experiences. So you, because of this catalyst, you're vulnerable and you're like more open to receiving love and compassion and respect and support from the people around you, like your school friends. And once you may have that connection with these people, they may have plans or they want to do something different, and you're open to that at this first stage. Then you may experience pain. Of course, like through the spiritual journey, it is breaking the void, right, and getting to the other side of that dark tunnel. And hence why you have to be open to experiences and question, and you need to, at times you will need therapy, which is very useful. Connecting to your, so basically what is the higher self, right? The higher self is like it's like a ball of a rainbow, and in the center you have the orange and yellow light. And what happens is, like, you imagine a glass of water, and this is your higher self. So you pour in, like when you meditate, you pour into that glass of water and you connect to the heart, and you're able to ground the spiritual energy coming through source, and you move forward in a more understanding and awareness of your experiences. And to be honest, this is the most rewarding experience you will ever have. So don't be afraid of it, and be open to it, and allow yourself to be vulnerable and authentic to what is happening, and don't be afraid of getting hurt and things like that. And take care of yourself and practice emotional intelligence, where you take personal control of your emotions and your mental health, and get the help you need, because as you go into the next stages, you're going to see a beautiful transformation happen. So that's it for this video. I'm going to make the following stage tomorrow. I hope you have a beautiful day.